Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So, guys, today it is new project reveal day. And we're just going to jump straight onto it and start the repairs because there's something that needs to be changed on it and I need to show you that in a minute. And he's coming today. So in today's video, it'll be all part of it. It is Friday, so he can't do tomorrow. So I thought, you know what, I've got to get this car shown for you guys today as well. So there's a lot going on with this car. And yeah, I just want to walk around it, show you what we've got, show you the plan, and then just crack straight on with the new project. Before we do, guys, I just want to quickly say, if you haven't already, please consider to subscribing to the channel, give the video a thumbs up and like, share and subscribe as much as you can, guys. I really appreciate it. So that's that done. I don't normally ask people to subscribe to the channel, but I thought, you know what, let's see what comes of it on this one. So that's that. Let's get into it. I'll spin you over. It's just over there, the new project, and I show you exactly what is going on and what is the plan. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, let me show you the new project and what we need to deal with. It is a Ford C-Max. Never done one of these before. It's the first time doing a Ford C-Max. The inside is more or less the same as, like, you know, some of the other models and stuff like that, but the actual C-Max itself, never done one. You can see straight away where the damage is. This is a Cat N, non-structural, and this is exactly how I got it and how the pictures were on the Copart was like this. So, yeah, straight away, I've done all my numbers and was thinking, right, needs headlights, needs bumper, needs bonnet, needs windscreen, you know, so I've done all the numbers, done the slam panel, done the crash bar, just done all the numbers on this one. Yeah, pleasantly surprised when I actually picked this one up to find some stuff inside there. Headlights, bumper. So we'll have a look at those in a minute, but that should save us a few quid on this one. It is a X, so it's come from an insurance company, right there. And, you know, this is obviously where the impact, the damage was on the front end. Now, let me know what you think, but I think what's happened here is the car's rather hit a motorbike or a motorbike's hit this car, and then he's come over and then crash helmet has smashed that windscreen. Crash helmet, bang, he's headbutted that screen. There is no claret or blood anywhere on the screen. So, yeah, but that's my theory anyway. It looks like the shape of that could happen, you know, unless you was the driver or you was a witness to the accident, you don't really know. But I'm just sort of guessing that sort of a motorcyclist has gone in and headbutted that screen. But yeah, so this one is the 1.6 petrol engine. So I think it's the more reliable one. It looks like the 1.2, doesn't it? But it's not, it's the 1.6. But yeah, it's got a big airbox, like the Focus. It's like a Focus air, yeah, it's like a Focus airbox, that is. And, you know, I'm looking at the front end and I'm thinking, like, where's the damage? There's no, I can't see no damage to this front end. There's no damage to the crash bar, the trim at the bottom, the slam panel. It don't seem like nothing's been actually hit behind it. And I think what's happened is this has actually gone to a garage. The insurance company has sent it to a garage to be assessed. Because let me show you what I found in the back. Is all these bags. And that's what happens when you go to these garages for the insurance assessors. They bag everything up, take everything apart and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll have a look at this bumper in a minute. The headlights don't look like they're damaged whatsoever. So I don't know, you know, they've obviously just took them out to have a look behind the bumper and to check and do an assessment on the damage, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's crazy. And look at the mileage of this car. 47,955. 47,995 miles. So really low mileage, really, for 2011. You know, 1.6. Where's the key? Where's the key gone? It ain't a titanium. It's only a Z-Tech model, but this is going to be a great little car for someone. So absolutely fires up, lovely. No lights on the dash. That's the handbrake. So no lights on the dash, and we've got half a tank of petrol as well. So thank you, Copart, for leaving that in there. I think you've got phone connection in it. Select a phone. Yeah, you've got Bluetooth, phone connection, aircon, heated front and rear screens. Obviously, you know, that the guy's on his way today to do this screen for me. It's heated, but no sensors. So that's good. But yeah, what a lovely little car this is going to be. Like a proper family car, isn't it? Like, it's loads of space. Fold the seats down. Comes with a few bits and pieces. I don't think we've got service history on it. It's got the locking wheel nut key, but I don't think it's got service history. Because, you know, I always like to check to see if it's got any history. It's just got the single book, the manual book. So it has got no, which is an absolute shame, I've got to be honest, because this is a one owner from new car. One owner from new. So yeah, but you know, once I've tidied it up, done all the front end, done the windscreen, and done the mechanical side of it as well, guys, because I'm going to jump straight into this one and because we have got no service history, I'm going to do the timing belt, the water pump, the full service on it as well, just to sort of get that, make sure that engine is absolutely spot on. I've already checked the oil. It's really clean oil in there. So it has been looked after. It has been sort of serviced well. But it's that proof, innit? So, yeah. What do we think so far of the Ford C-Max? This one was a bit funny because I won it and they didn't let me have it. I think it was on like reserve, or it was on like a payment. They wouldn't. I basically won it too cheap. That's what happened. And they come back to me and said, "Oh no, you can't have it for that, but you can have it for this." And I said, "No, I'm not. I'm going to stick to my original bid." And if you stick to your guns, normally sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't, but sometimes it does. In this case, it worked out really, really well. So I won this car for £550, and they wanted £1,200, and I said, nope, I'm sticking to my original bid. So I stuck to my original bid. It went back and forwards a couple of days. They left me hanging for a day, and then after another day, they come back to me and said, okay, you can have it. So I won this car, including fees, for 750 quid. I think it's an absolute bargain for this car. 47,000 miles, 1.6 petrol. C-Max, you know, it's just going to be a lovely, once it's all cleaned up, it's going to be a lovely little car for someone to run around in. Loads of space. You can fold the seats back. Boot's really big. So, yeah. What do we think so far? Reversing sensors, all works. So that's good. it's just a nice little car, really. I've got to be honest. Never done one before, but yeah, just another Ford. So, but yeah, you need to, like I said to you before, with these cars, I always make my money when I buy the car, not when I sell the car. And a lot of people, message me and ask me about that, and they say, no, that don't make sense. Well, it does make sense to someone that understands it. If you don't understand it, then please don't try and use your own money, your savings, and try and do this kind of work, kind of game. Don't spend your money on cars that you don't understand how that works. I had to learn it myself. No one told me. It was a learning curve, and yeah, you have to make your money at the beginning, not at the end when you sell it, because no matter what you pay for the car, it's always going to be, you can always sell it for a certain amount, regardless of what you pay for it. The selling point is always going to be the same. So yeah, anyway, that's enough waffling. Because I've got the windscreen guy turning up, so I really want to crack on with this. No punting. I just want to crack on with this one and start stripping it down for him. I want to get the bonnet off. Really want to get the timing belt kit and all that sort of sorted out first before I put any of the front end on. Because I've even got another bonnet in colour sitting over here, and it's been sitting here for about 3 or 4 days now. But it was the only one I could find. And it's in colour and in really good condition. So yeah, that is going to be a straight on swap. Whether or not we have to repaint the bumper, I don't know yet. I'm going to get it out later. We'll have a look at it. But for now, let's take it back on the ramp and then start stripping this down. So let's do this. Right, okay, guys, making some great progress on this C-Max this morning. As you just saw there, just stripping everything out, just getting everything out of the way. I even took the higher scuttle panel out of the way. It kind of sits in there because it comes out to about here. And with that out of the way, it just gives me better access to the engine, to the timing belt, to that sort of stuff. But take a look how clean that engine is. That is incredibly clean. So this has been well looked after. It's just an absolute shame that I haven't got this service history with the book. I've even phoned the main dealer, and they haven't got any history either. So he's rather took it to another dealership, because obviously not like when you go to a Ford dealer, they're franchised to a specific person. So yeah, like Alan Ford is a franchise for only a certain amount of Alan Ford dealerships. So not unless he took it to another dealership, but I've just done it off the registration that's on the car. Yeah, and it's an absolute shame I haven't got no history, but just wanted to quickly show you what an absolute clean engine this is. Really nice and clean. So very, very well maintained. You can tell that straight away. And I've pulled the actual cover off here. Let me show you. It's the timing belt. It does look worn, and I do think that's the original. So it's definitely worth changing out. It's not worth selling the car with that timing belt with it. A lot of people wouldn't have bothered. Don't want to throw the money on it. I personally think it's better to do these kind of things, and swap it out and change it. Just for me, peace of mind for me, and peace of mind for the new owner. They can see me doing it, and they can see it being done. Yeah, it's a win-win, I think. So I'm going to do it. I've started stripping it down. I'm going to have to lay, because I'm not going to be able to get this done before he turns up with the windscreen to change that. So I'm going to have to put some sort of cover, dust sheet or something over the top of this, because I don't want any damaged screen going anywhere near the engine. So I'm going to put a bit of cardboard through it first, then a dust sheet, and then it's protected then. Because, yeah, I just wanted to crack on with it. I should have left it really and wait until he's gone and wait until he's done. But I just wanted to get cracking with it. But, yeah, that is where we are at the minute. I have got to get to the starter motor, which is underneath here. We're obviously going to do an oil change, so that sort of stuff anyway. So I could drop the oil and do those kind of bits. Just do as much as I can until he turns up, really. And then I'll just keep the car low for him. And then I've took the trims off on this side and that side. I've took the trims off here as well on the ends. So just make it a little bit easier for him. And he should be along this afternoon. So yeah, we have got some time. Let's carry on and get this stripped down a bit more, and then just see how far we go. So let's do this. Right, okay guys, let me just explain what I've been doing. As you can see, the plate is on the back of the cams. That is top dead center. Screwdriver is right up to the top. So that cylinder there is the highest point, and that's what we call TDC, top dead center. The plate's on the back. The pin is on the back of the engine, just there, which is so much easier than the Range Rover. Do you remember that Range Rover Evoque, the wife's car? It's just accessible right there, but there was so much Range Rover stuff in the way, was just incredible. So you remove this pin here, and then you find the top dead center, and then you turn it anti-clockwise a little bit, pin it, put the pin in, and then clockwise until it goes ding and it stops. So you know that the underneath is locked in position. And then when I've done that, I've removed the starter motor there, and then put a plate through the starter motor, hitting the actual flywheel. So the flywheel now is locked in place. So that ain't gonna move. So it's not gonna move on the flywheel. It's not gonna move on the pin. It's not gonna move on the cams. So, you know, I'm quite happy and confident now to remove that crank bolt here. And it'll be absolutely fine. I've dropped the oil, so I've done an oil change. Got to put some new oil in, but I don't want to do that just quite yet. At least now I can get me jack underneath the to support the engine, because I have to remove this engine mount. And once you remove that engine mount, you need a support underneath. So I'm going to lower the car, jack underneath, and then start removing all these other bits and pieces now on the top end. That's all got to be removed. That's got to be removed. That's got to be removed. The casing's got to be taken off. So we can actually see the timing belt and the water pump. So yeah, definitely getting there. Windscreen guy is not turning up till a bit later this afternoon. So let's just see how far we get. I'll take the car down and just see if we can get it replaced before he turns up. Let's see. But let's keep going. Let's do this. Right, okay, making some great progress now, guys. So you can see now I've just stripped it all down. You can see that I've put a plate on here. See that little plate there? That sort of sits in between the two cam Vanoses or VVTs or whatever they are. I'm not quite sure on this one. They don't look like VVTs, but maybe they are. But yeah, that little tool there actually sits quite snugly and nicely between the two. It locks. It's just another precaution. I know that I've locked the back of the cams there. The engine's locked, the flywheel's locked, everything's locked. But I thought, you know what? I've got the plate, whack it in there, and then it's just another precaution in case it moves. But I just wanted to quickly show you the water pump. You can see it is just starting to leak, or has been leaking there around. Someone has changed this before. It's not original. It's called is it inner? I think it's called an inner. the belts and inner as well. So at some point in its life, this has been changed, but it's only done 47,000 miles. So at what point, I don't know. But I just thought, you know what? I have got no, like I keep saying, I've got no service history. So really, if someone said to me about it and said, look, I've got no service history with the car, but it's got a new timing belt, new water pump. You can see how clean the engine is. It's been well looked after, well maintained. And I've done a full service as well. So yeah, a lot of people might say, oh, well, you're just wasting money. You're just wasting time. You're just wasting money. But I don't think it is. I don't think these parts for me is a waste of time and money. I think these are, this is definitely worth doing when it comes to repairing these cars. You know, I don't have to do this, but I feel that I just morally, I just feel like it's morally right to do it. If I'm selling the cars and giving them to other people to drive, then they've got to be, you know, absolutely spot on. And it's that trust issue, innit? It comes back to trust. And you can see me doing it. It's not just like I'm gonna say, right, I'm gonna change this timing belt now, and then cut back and then say, right, I've done the timing belt. I show it. I need to show what I'm doing. So yeah, that's enough waffling. The windscreen guy is going to be about 45 minutes. So let's just see how much more we can get done. Let's crack on, guys. Get the water pump off. Get the new one on. And then get the new belt on, tensioner and stuff like that. So let's do this. Okay, right. Well, there we go. That is the new timing belt and new tensioner and new water pump all fitted. Nice and tight. Torqued up to how it should be. I torqued these up to 20. And that's more than enough to get that tight. It does come with gasket, but I do put a little bit of sealant just around it. Just nothing too major, but just wipe it over it onto the gasket, just to give it an extra seal for the water pump there. So that's done. I have used a Gates timing belt kit on this one, because someone has been sort of telling me that they are good. They're a good make, and they're not, you know, they're just a little bit cheaper than Dayco timing belt kits, but just as good. So yeah, I thought I'd try one out. This is a Gates one, and yeah, I think I saved about 15 quid, so nothing major. And yeah, you know, it is what it is, but it's going really, really well. So now it's a case of just unpinning everything, undoing the engine, and then turning it over by hand to make sure it's all good. Line it back up. As long as it's top dead centre, the plate goes in and everything lines back in place, then we're just good to go to completely box this back up, put it all back together. And yeah, that's the timing belt kit nearly complete. So let's keep going. Windscreen guy is still on his way, but let's keep going. Let's just see how far we get before he turns up. Let's do this. Right, guys, well, there you go. We have a new windscreen fitted. So, yeah, excellent. Definitely moving in the right direction. I've also had someone over with with his gun, and he sort of tightened that bolt up for me, crank pulley bolt. So that's all done. Started to do the brackets, the covers, and that sort of side of it. I think I'm ready to, I'm quite close to putting this bracket on, engine mount back in place. So I can get underneath, get the starter motor, bracket off. Everything's been taken off. But the engine's been spun around a few times. Then all the timing pieces have been put back on just to make sure everything lines up. So I'm happy to continue boxing this back up, putting it back together. But done absolutely loads today already, and it's absolutely transforming this car, and everything seems to be going really well. So let's continue. We've got a couple of hours left in the day. Let's just see how far we get. Hopefully we can box it all back up, turn the key, and see if she will run. So let's set up. Let's do this. Right, okay. So, guys, everything has been put back together that's going to allow me to start the engine. Like the airbox is missing, auxiliary belt's missing, stuff like that. But that's not going to stop me from doing the actual start up. All the sensors are on, and all that sort of side of it. Did I do like those? I can't remember if I did like those or not. I think I probably would. I'm just going to double check those, but I think I've done them up. Is it an 8 or 10? It's an 8, isn't it? I think it's an 8. Yeah, it's an 8. 1 second. 7. Where's me 8? That's what happens when things just get put. I think I did, but let me just double check. Yeah. Okay. I'm ready to start it. I think everything's been plugged in that needs to be plugged in. Let's give it a start. And then everything else can be put back. Oh, God, what a day. Right, fingers crossed. Yeah. Struggled a little bit at the beginning. Engine management lights on. That shouldn't be on. But it's running all right. Ticking over lovely. Really, really nice. I wonder if it's because the alternator's not connected and the auxiliary belt's not on and stuff like that, but the engine management light is on. But that is ticking over lovely, guys. Look at that. What a day. Done absolutely loads already on this new project, guys, the C-Max. I am going to come in tomorrow, and I'm probably going to continue. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'll probably do another video on this tomorrow. We'll get some of the front end done as well. Put everything back to normal. But yeah, I think the engine management light is on because of some things are still disconnected, alternator and stuff like that. But I'll have a look at it. The battery light's on as well, so it could be something to do with the battery. Cool. All right. Well, let's leave it there. That's enough for today. I've done absolutely loads. It is Friday. So, yeah. Going to go home, have a nice bottle of beer, I think. Done absolutely loads this week. And I've showed you a few new projects. Still got to show you a few more. But that'll be next week when we get into those. I've got a new windscreen on this one. I've done the timing belt, water pump, and nearly done the service on this. Just a few more bits and pieces to put back together. Give it a clean up, tidy up, put the scuttle panel back on. And then we can start putting the front end back in. Headlights, bonnet, just continue. But we'll do that tomorrow. So for today, that's it. That's the end of today's video. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to drop me a comment down below. Give the video a thumbs up. Really appreciate all the support. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you soon.